welcome everybody. The theme for this month is living an empowered life. And I've really been sitting a lot with that one. And asking questions with that theme. And one of the questions is, what is an empowered life? What does that mean exactly? What does that look like? I always love to hear what you have to say. So what does an empowered life mean to you? Because again, it's going to mean something different for each one of us.
A life where you feel strong and in control.
Strong in control. Anybody else?
Being authentically myself.
Being authentically yourself.
Just want, can I add a bit more? That's actually in control of my own destiny.
Okay.
Living a life on purpose, feeling that empowerment and driving you along that purpose.
Living on purpose.
For me, it's about choice and flexibility in how I can respond.
Truth and freedom.
Knowing your own truth in spite of opposition.
That's a big one, isn't it? Because we can know our own truth and it sometimes gets affected by other people saying, oh no, it can't be that, and it should be this. Yeah, that's a big one. Anybody else?
Having the courage to learn and grow with minimal fear.
Say that again.
Living with the courage to learn and grow with minimal fear.
Beautiful. And how to move through when there's fear.
Yeah, I think probably just no matter what happens, I'm alright. To me, that's empowerment. No matter what happens, I'm okay.
You all answered everything I've put down on here, so. Anybody else have any thoughts on, to you, what does it mean to live an empowered life? Anybody else who hasn't shared?
I have shared, but I wanted to add to what Lindsay said about unconditional self-worth. So regardless of what is happening in my external world, my self-worth is always unconditional.
Yes.
Which is really what we strive for, isn't it? And on the spiritual journey, we're awake, so we can be able to make that choice about our self-worth more than we can when we're little. Any other thoughts?
To be healthy and fit.
To be healthy and fit. Yeah.
Self-discipline, because if you don't have self-discipline, you can't be empowered.
For me, when I feel empowered, I feel in alignment and in flow.
It's been really interesting for me because I'm getting a book out. My third book is just about ready to get printed, and I feel so empowered with this. Like, for me, empowerment, like, I just feel happy and joyful, and I'm in the flow of creativity. And so for me, that's when I feel the most empowered. And I've been really noticing how I'm like dancing around and skipping, and I look at this book and I'm in joy about it, and it just feels so good. And so for me, creativity, being creative, letting that flow happen, you feel empowered. I love Eckhart Tolle. Tolle, I don't know exactly how you pronounce his name, but this comes from The Power of Now. Don't look for any other state than the one you're in now. Otherwise, you will set up inner conflict and unconscious resistance. Forgive yourself for not being at peace. The moment you completely accept you're on peace, your non-peace becomes transmuted into peace. Anything that you accept fully will get you there, will take you into peace. This is the miracle of surrender. When you accept what is, every moment is the best moment. That is enlightenment. That is empowerment. So isn't that true also? Is living an empowered life means... So living an empowered life means also living in the moment, doesn't it? So I added a few. Hi guys. I added a few thoughts about empowerment myself, and I thought it'd be something good we can kind of talk about. So the first one was that we feel good about ourselves, that we, and I think somebody said that, be authentic. Who said about being authentic? Yeah, being authentic. Be who we are. And that empowers us. So really being willing to let that part of us shine and not be afraid that, oh, I'm different, but to be different. Thich Nhat Hanh says, to be beautiful means to be yourself. You don't need to be accepted by others, you just need to accept yourself. And that's a really huge part of empowerment, isn't it? You know, to really get to a place where no matter what, we accept ourselves. That we're okay, didn't you say that, Vince? That we're okay with where we're at. We're okay in our own skin. And we go through life where we are and times when we're not. You know, but that's the journey anyway. I mean, believe that's really been my journey, you know. Is being okay in my own skin. I think for how many of us have had that, you know, really being okay with who we are, no matter what anyone says or thinks. And to me, that's living an empowered life. I had so much fun writing this. It was just like, yeah. When we speak our truth, and somebody said that, speaking our truth, saying what is real for us, even if, you know, it might upset the apple cart. So, even if it's a hard thing to say, the minute we say it, something amazing happens, doesn't it? When we're really willing to say what's going on, to say what the truth is for ourselves. Because so often we don't, because we're afraid of how someone's going to react or what someone's going to say back. And when we actually do that, when we actually do speak our truth, we allow other people to do the same, don't we? Because other people then can feel safe enough to speak their truth. That's a big one, because if we're feeling empowered, then other people are going to feel empowered just being around us. The third one is when we're grateful and aware. Aware of being grateful. I was driving here from the coast and I was playing Divine Union and singing along in the car. I got here really fast and listening to these guys, their beautiful album. And there's one song in there in particular, I love all your songs, but Grateful really gets to me, and I know that's not a song you guys wrote, but just the words of it really resonate, that feeling of being grateful, no matter what. No matter what's happening. No matter how hard life is, what a struggle we're having, no matter whether we're making money or not, no matter whether, you know, no matter what, to just feel that sense of gratitude. And what an energy that is, and how that creates empowerment the minute we focus on being grateful. So I kept singing it the whole time in the car, and I could feel that my heart opened, you know, and that's what happens with gratitude. It opens your heart. So if we're feeling fearful, feel grateful. And the fear is going to get smaller. And that heart opening is going to get bigger. And the fourth one is when we feel connected to Spirit, to God, to the universe, through meditation, through sound, through nature, through, you know, just being still, we feel empowered. So I noticed that the times in my life I felt the most powered is when I feel the most connected. How many of you would agree that you feel most empowered when you actually feel so connected to that still small voice, to that higher power, whatever we want to call it. So taking the time every day to connect is really important. No matter if it's for 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, to just connect. Through the breath, through prayer, through meditation, through stillness, through whatever works for everybody, whatever works. And being of service to another person is very empowering. You know, so often we get stuck in our own stuff, you know. And when we actually step out of ourselves and we're of service to somebody else, how empowered we feel. Because we're empowering them, we're empowering ourselves. So that's a wonderful gift to actually be of service. And it can be something as small as, helping someone cross the street, helping with someone's groceries, an older person, or anyone. So the difference we can make by such small actions. And it's a good one to think about this month, right? So what's wonderful is that this next month in July, which is almost here, is to really think about every day, what can I do today that's going to feel empowering? How can I empower myself in this moment? And I said before, letting your creativity flow, whatever that looks like for you, to be able to take the time. We so often say, I don't have time to do that. But make the time, because it's so important. When our creativity is flowing, everything's flowing. Then we do much better at everything. So letting that flow. Bring your awareness into your second chakra, into that center of creativity. So close your eyes for a moment. And just breathing nice and deep. Bring your awareness right into your stomach, right into that second chakra, that center of creativity, that emotional center. You can place your hands there if you like or not, and just breathing into that place. Feeling empowered is also when we allow ourselves to feel happy. They kind of go hand in hand. So take a moment and just asking yourself this question and see what comes into your mind. I'm happiest when. And breathe that in. I'm happiest when. Whatever, fill in, whatever comes into your mind. Happiest when. Breathe that in. And then fill in the blank of I'm empowered when. I feel empowered when. Whatever that is, and breathe that in. So into every cell.